Video, in my last short, I talked about the dominion of the Christ and that calling upon Christ doesn't always work. It's not always completely effective in getting rid of everything. Like, for example, if there's some, let's say, demons, put it that way, and you want to get them out of your energy body, they might be actually like invoked. They might be able to like stay in because you're holding on to the vice or whatever. You know, banishing them even without the name of Christ will always have some effect, but yeah, a lot of times they'll still have a foothold, so it can be a temporary fix. Anyways, the reason why this Dominion thing is really interesting is because I was able to banish some goetic beings at one point. And I have some kind of power as a magician that these things should work. But when I went to banish the gray, a gray visit paid me a visit. It didn't do anything at all. Like I would have had to use a different kind of shielding, but I wanted to banish it from the physical space, which is a little more difficult than banishing it from my personal mind space. So, yeah. So, and there's some circumstances I don't want to get into it, but yeah, he didn't leave. And I don't necessarily always have the dominion over a particular space. I have dominion over my mind space, and wherever I go, I keep that dominion because it's simply me. But in a particular place, how do you keep it going, sort of? If I hadn't been able to talk it out with the gray, I probably would have tried the lesser hexagram ritual. But basically, it was, and like I said, we talked it out. But it was really interesting to me that it had zero effect invoking the name of Christ. And this is really interesting because these grays are the beings that basically they are able to change us while we're asleep. They have something to do with just the machinery of control, like of governments and things like that. I don't know if they're necessarily like in bed with governments, but I know it's at least somewhat related. So that's really interesting to think about.